Well, hello, everyone. This is Rob. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please go ahead and type the number 1 in the chat box to let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Good morning, Helen. Happy Thanksgiving to all the Canadians that tuned in. Thank you for that. Yep. Lisa, who works with us, is in Canada. We had a meeting this morning and I said, how are things going there? We talk about the things that everybody's working on for the day. And she said, not much, but eating turkey. So morning, Daniel. Afternoon, Kevin. Morning, Ed. Morning, Kevin. Different Kevin. Two Kevins. Brenda, good morning, dear. How are you? Let me go ahead and get on the video camera. So I am not in our office today. I am home. In my home office today, I have construction being done and have to be here just in case there's a problem. We've got 7 guys outside tearing up one half of our yard. We got quite a bit of stone being put down this week. So it is insanity. Actually, normally I close my office door, keep the dogs quiet, but the big one is hiding behind me because she's afraid of the noise. Everybody else had to go out. She's afraid of the noise out there. They'll be home shortly. I'm sure she'll run outside and we'll get the door closed up, but you may hear some beeping and some noise coming from out there. Nothing I can really do. I'm excited to get it done. It's 4 months in the making. So that is awesome. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you, Chris. Fantastico. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Actually, I need to just rearrange my desk a little bit into teaching mode now. All right, keep in mind as we go through each and every one of the candidates we look at, everything we do is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. Right? A lot of stuff coming up, folks. Trading You, October 13th and 25th. October 14th is our Inner Circle training, which feels like we just did Inner Circle not long ago. Our mastermind group coming up on Tuesday night. Power Hour, you're here. You're here. Trading Coaches Playbook is this Friday at 1 o'clock. Ryan is on deck for that one. I'm excited for what Ryan's got planned. You guys need to be there. And then it is back. It is finally back. I have worked with Dale Zamzo for months trying to get him to come back. The man is so busy, so swamped playing with those grandbabies of his. He has no time, and finally got him to commit to 2 different dates to work with us. One at noon, one at 8 p.m. So you'll have an opportunity regardless of which one works better for you. You'll have an opportunity to go in there. But guys, if you want to know how to go ahead and protect your portfolio and set that up, Dale is doing a free training. 14th is at noon to 1 Eastern, and the 21st is at 8 p.m. Eastern. In that training, he's going to go over some of the strategies that he employs. But think about this. As the market crashed, or let's go a different step. When I say crash, it didn't crash. As the market came down recently, some of you had a cost out of your portfolio, right? Your portfolio changed in value. Well, what would have happened had it been COVID time and the government announced, yeah, we're shutting everything down, and the market tumbled? Would it have been nice to have had a strategy in place that even though the market dropped, the value of your portfolio stayed the same? Well, that's the things that Dale does. That's where Dale shines. He's amazing. So much to the point that I put my pastor of our church in touch with Dale, and Dale helped he and his wife structure them for some monies that they had come into, structure them in such a way that they weren't able to find that no matter where they went. So he's a great guy, good friend. So definitely go ahead and check it out. Power option plays, covered call, explorer, E-mini, all on the regular schedule this week. Right, here is our follow us page. Make sure that you are. Folks, we are 5 people away from 1,000 on YouTube. Come on now. If you're not subscribed, take the minute and a half it'll take you. Go ahead over to YouTube, search WBHQ. You will see we'll be normally the first one that pops up. Click on it, hit the subscribe button, and help us hit that 1,000 today. I would greatly appreciate that if you would. But we're getting milestones on everything. I got another email from our podcast company. I haven't talked about it in a while, but we got an email yesterday that we hit a couple thousand downloads, 4,000, I think it was. I mean, guys, things are taking off. I walked in the living room with my phone. My wife and daughter were there, and I said, I cannot believe there are 4,000 people that want to hear what I have to say, right, for a download of our podcast. So thank you very much for those of you that already are subscribed to that. And there's the portfolio protection on autopilot. This is the Dale Zamzo training, right? Amy dropped a link in our chat box, so you can grab that. Oh, trades, what have you done? Talk to me. Someone put something in there already. Brenda put in no trades yet today, not mentally there. There you go, Brenda. When you're there, you're there. Yeah, when you're good, Will. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. My youngest daughter used that. She didn't use it on me. She said to me, what is it that you say about that? And then she remembered the phrase. She just was unsure if it was the right wording of it or not. I don't have a hammer here with me today, but I do have a fist, right? So Ed, Scalper Ed, $339 on YM. Great job. Trader Will up $210 so far. Robert S. Gains on Goldman Sachs gave it back on SPY. It happens, Robert. Trader Will seems a bit slow. John said naked puts and the Wheel of Fortune on CCL. Nice, very nice. Yeah, I think it's time to. I mentioned this the other day in one of the trainings that I did. It's time to start looking at some of the airlines, big ones. It's time to start looking at some of the hotels, big ones. Carnival Cruise Line, CCL is what one of you guys had put in. I'm not sure if I'm ready for the longer term picture on a cruise just yet. There's still the factor of I'm on the cruise and darn, I'm stuck, right? And I can't do anything. And the thought of them locking me in my cruise cabin for 10 or 12 or 16 days again, like they've done before, would drive me insane. ABBV 2 times the 150 contract, $15 call, 250 sold at 350, 40%. There you go, Alan. Great job. Daniel's waiting for a better entry. Alan said his would have made a great iron condor. 108 calls. That's fine. Whatever it was, Alan, whatever it was. I mean, you got on ABBV. So nice job, right? So here we go. Here's now, some of you know who Amelia is. She is our head trader. She is one of our trainers. She helps many of you with one-on-one sessions that she does, where she works with you guys. Normally, I don't do the one-on-ones with people to help. On average, I just don't have that kind of time in my day. I didn't extend that a couple of weeks ago. Those of you that came, that was awesome. I'm doing my last day of it tomorrow. I had a couple of them scheduled for tomorrow, and then we're done with those for now. And I think they've been big helps for those that have come through, where I've been able to kind of point them in a direction of what they might be off on. So, but that's what Amelia does day in and day out. Now, she puts her trades together based on the things that she sends out for Trade Watch alerts, which go out every trading day, right? She has 3 trades every single day that are equity type trades. What I mean by that is it's not SPY, it's not QQQ, it's specific positions that she sets up. So this one was on Goldman, GS. So at 9:33 this morning, you can see at the bottom of the page there in red. Ooh, let me try a different color. That didn't work well. That's some more better. So she did a vertical spread, 1 buy, 1 sell, +1, -1, and it's on Goldman Sachs. Right? They were the October 15th, which is this Friday. She did the 392.5, 390 put. She took in $1.80 of credit, and this was at 9:33 this morning. 9:34, just 4 minutes later, she was able to exit out of that trade at 95 cents, which basically means she took in $1.80. She gave back 95 cents. So what is that? 85. She's got 85 cents of profit in there, 121% in 4 minutes. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right. 4 minutes in this trade. Now, Amelia, notice she only did 1 contract. Why? To prove to you, to show to you, that to let you understand you don't need a lot of money to do this trade. Your maximum risk in this trade, let me clear it, and we'll redraw again. Let's get a little darker color. Sticks out. Your maximum risk was the difference between your 2 strike prices. So $2.50. But she took in $1.80. So She's got 70 cents of maximum risk in this trade. So the most it could cost her is 70 cents, which means you needed $70 to do this trade. See where I'm coming from, guys? Right? Amelia was able to do this and show you that you don't need a lot of money to do these trades. Oh, but Rob, if I only did one contract, what did I make? 85 bucks? Or yeah, okay. It isn't horrible. Right? How many of you would be okay if you could consistently learn to make 70, 80, 100 bucks a day? Yeah, there go the ones flying in. Me, pick me, pick me. A lot of congratulations for Amelia coming through. Amen. Lots of ones. All right. Beautiful. You rock, Amelia. She does, Brenda. She is awesome as a trader. I am so blessed to have her on our team. All right. So there we have it. Now, I went through, I have not done a whole lot this morning. I have been literally outside in mud. They're ripping grass, dirt, brick, stone, cement. Everything is coming up, right? They got to go down about 7 or 8 inches. Yeah, they're going down about 7 or 8 inches, maybe 9 in spots. They got to go down 9 inches. Ripping it all out, hitting sprinkler pipes. All this got to be repaired. We're running electrical, plumbing in there, gas. I mean, just it's crazy what's going on out there right now. So, and me being the GC, the general contractor that I was many, many years ago in a different lifetime, I need to make sure that everything's getting done properly. I got to watch, right? Making sure that they're doing the things they're supposed to do. And so far, they're doing a great job of it. Amelia's a great teacher also. She is, Daniel. She absolutely is, right? So if we look, though, for today, right, at what's going on, we have booking. Just need to pull my action plan. Booking. Da, 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 da. So let's put booking up on Omega charts. So I was actually looking for a pullback to the 8, didn't get it. We had good confluence yesterday at the 8 and the fib line, the 240, the 2450, 26 level. We never got the pullback to it. It would have been nice, but for me, no trade taken on there. But we're up over 20 points on booking right now. Let's see, right. Google. All right, let's see. Tesla is only up about $7 right now. So Dow is up nicely, but it seems to be spread out amongst many companies right now. It is not a one size fits all. It's not that there's 2 or 3 stocks that are really rocking it. If we look at Home Depot is a day trade for me. All right, we have a fib line at 334.25. We have our low at 334.60 for the day. Look at that. I mean, we came right into it. So 334.25 and then 339.83. 339.83. Those are our 2 levels that we're looking at on the depot. And I've got them both drawn in already, as you can see. So we took a gap. We took a gap up today, and we had a pullback. A little bit too aggressive for me for the entry. I would have liked to pull back towards this level. We never got there, even though, again, the low is 335, which means we're only about 75 cents away. Let's see, 334.25. Yeah, 334.25. So nice move, and it ran right into our next fib level. We just didn't quite get the pullback in there. So could you have made a decision of, yeah, I'm going to take this one anyway? Rob didn't call it that way, but I could take it. You can take it any way you want. I don't take those trades because they don't give me the setup that I'm looking for. I have a high probability of being right when I follow my trades. Every time I break the rules, I seem to do extremely poorly in my decision making. If you've ever seen the Indiana Jones with the cup of life, the chalice from Jesus, it was, and the guy picks it out, and it didn't work out well for him. And the knight says he chose poorly, right? I try not to choose poorly in my trades. And that's why I put my systems together so I don't make those mistakes. Now, every once in a while, I get kind of on my hot horse and say, man, I don't need to worry about this stuff. I can take that trade. Yeah, it's good enough. I'm in. And usually it goes right against me as soon as I do. Family's doing great. Robert, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for asking. So, Robert, it looks like I am looking, I'll find out a little more over the next couple of weeks, but I'm looking, it probably wouldn't be until second quarter of next year, probably, to add another mastermind group to my repertoire. That would be 3 of them that I belong to. And it's in, go figure, Chicago. So we'll see how it works. I will let you know. I'm definitely looking forward to go back and grabbing some pizza. That's for sure. All right. So if we go back and look, let's talk about debt ceiling crisis. Now, crisis averted, right? Short-term crisis averted. What does that mean? Well, the government came to an agreement that we wouldn't allow our government to shut down. Now, Janet Yellen is screaming at the top of her lungs, it's the worst thing in the world. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. If it does shut down, and I don't think we should shut down, but I also, if you go back and read up on the history of debt ceiling, the reason it was put in was to prevent some of this crazy spending. And although some of you might think, yes, we should just say to the government, here, just there's no limit on it any longer. You can spend what you want. That is insane. The programs that will pass, the stupidity that will happen, in my opinion, the money that will go in people's pockets to allow this unchecked spending to take place. It all sounds great right now. I love this. Anybody under $400,000 will not get a tax hike. What just happened with energy? What is happening now with 85,000 IRS agents the government is trying to hire so they could check every time you take more than $600 out of your account. Why do they need to know that? $600, because you're going to be taxed on everything that you do, right? They're talking about it's a 14% increase in taxes to the individual on energy because of what's happened since energy. You may not see, it's not a direct tax, but you're paying it. Inflation kicking in. Goldman Sachs downgraded the economy, right? 21 into 22, right? Downgraded the economy. What does that mean? Inflationary fears. Growth is slowing down. Well, yes, people right now have an influx of cash, huge cash they're sitting on in their pockets right now. We went out to a restaurant. I took, my wife and I took our daughters and their boyfriends, will be fiancés and husbands, believed to be for both of them. We took them out. We went out to dinner over the weekend. Great restaurant that we go to, local place. And it was packed. We got there at 4:30 in the afternoon. By 5:15, there were people waiting to come in. We had reservations for 4:30 on a Saturday. 4:30, we had to have reservations available for us, right? So when we look at the debt ceiling, we've had increases. Increases are not new. There's been over 90 increases since it started. Now, the dollar amount of the increases have increased greatly, but they don't, you can go to Wikipedia and see it. They don't adjust for the current dollar to what those monies would have been. So it definitely looks more skewed, bigger. Oh, excuse me. Definitely looks bigger than it is. But regardless, they came to a decision. We're going to have this all over again in December. The Democrats can go ahead and do an accounting of what they want to spend and make that accounting known. They don't want to, and understandable. I wouldn't want to do it either, because now they're going to tell the American public, this is what we're spending our money on, and they don't want that known. And listen, the Dems are in control right now. Would it be different if the Republicans were in control? I don't know. The Democrats want to spend what they want to spend. The Republicans want to spend what they want to spend. It is what it is. It's not like you're getting away one better than the other in many instances. The problem is, I don't know if we should ever have a government that one side is in control and just gets to do what they want. which is what's happening now. Yeah, we're going to get rid of filibuster. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to add more Supreme Court justices just because we can. And the fairness of everything just goes out the window. So debt crisis, ceiling crisis right now is not an issue. And you can see that in the S&P 500. Right? That was our gap up right here, Thursday. That was the gap on the debt crisis averted till December. Now, I'm good with them doing it till December. Just kind of get it out of the way, see what we can come up with. But the last increase was almost $6 trillion or something, right? Are we really ready for that kind of increase plus again? Unlimited, I have a problem with. Will that become an issue for the government? Yes. You may think it's good, but it's not. Folks, what's happening is go and do the research, go do the study on it, go look it up. What you're seeing having happen is this: middle class is getting pushed down. Upper middle class is getting pushed up. You're going to completely eliminate middle class in there. You're going to either be poor or rich. Everybody in the middle is going to be gone. Why? Socialism 101. It's the only way it works. It's the only way it works. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Right? The phrases I was taught as a kid and hate, but that's where we're at. That is where the concern, to me, that's where the concern is right now. What is the government doing that's helping me? What have you done for me lately? And the government's answer is, I don't need to tell you that because you voted for me already. So I do what I want at this point. We don't need you as a people any longer. Right? The decisions are theirs. Yeah, Robert, once I know about Chicago, more about it, I'll let you know. I've got a call sometime next week. Yeah, I will let you know. The name of the health website you told me about, I think it was MediHealth. Not sure, Brenda. I don't remember. What was it about? What about health? There you go, Robert. I love hikes. So Alan said, do you set up your limit order target pricing, usually underlying price or contract? I set up whenever possible, Alan, on my equity, not on my option. Because, Alan, I don't know what the price of the option will be when the stock gets to resistance or support, let's say. If it goes against me, goes in my favor. I don't know what the price of the option is going to be. I know if the stock gets to 112, the stock is at 112. When the stock gets to 112, did the market maker change implied volatility just before that? Did they open up or close up the bid-ask spread? You know, I have no clue. So I set it off of the equity itself, and the option's worth what the option's worth at that point. Yeah, Trader Will said, I want trading to make me rich. Please help. That's exactly it. Patrick, who is on YouTube, I believe, said Canada and vaccine passport. The hell is this? Can we do a spread trade on the wealth gap? So it's not necessarily on the gap of the wealth, but I think it's finding the right positions to do the spread trade on, right? And for many of you, you're going to be in for a major surprise of what we are coming out with as a brand new tool that you'll hear about within the next couple of weeks on spreads. I'm really excited for it. You're literally going to be spoon-fed a couple of days a week, the spreads. Oh, celery juice, medical medium, Brenda. Look up medical medium. Right now, Alan, this what you're looking at right here, this is Omega Charts. This right here is TradeStation. Not sure what it is that Taz does or doesn't offer on it, but that's the two platforms that I use. Yeah, my wife and I drink the celery juice every day, Brenda. I don't have a glass in here, but I drink a mason jar. I fill a mason jar every morning before I eat anything. Empty stomach, mason jar, ready to go. What? Hey guys, give me a sec. Sorry. See, I told you we got construction. I had to be here. Just give me a moment. See? That's why I stayed home. They found an old dry well down there as they're pulling the dirt up and says, you want us to fill it in? No, leave a hole in the ground. Just let the shit, let the stuff fall in as we're walking up there. Let our stone fall in and all the sand and everything else. Oh my goodness gracious. Karen said medical medium is fantastic, good for you. Yeah, I follow a lot of what he does, Karen. I did his liver detox. It was a 9-day detox program. Man, that was intense, but not hard. Alan said no underlying price limits for options trades on Thinkorswim. I think, Will, can't you put, and anybody else that knows, can't you put an order in on TOS based on the underlying stock to close your option out? Yes, you can. So there is a way of doing it. Robert said, I drank celery juice for about 6 months. Been juicing for about 6 years. There you go. Yeah, we've got a nice Green Star juicer, good Vitamix blender. Trader Will said it is done through advanced orders and a study. So Alan, if that's what you were asking, there is a way to do it. Yeah, so there's the words. Alan, listen, write this down. It's an advanced order and a study. Get TOS on the phone, call them up and say, dude, help me with this. And they will tell them what you want and they can walk you through it. They'll help you get it done. Guys, be careful. I don't check Q&A. Not sure who sees it, Will. I'm pretty sure no one else but us can see that. Pretty sure. All right, good. Cool. But I am dressed, Robert. That's just it. I'm in my jeans, just like I wear every day. Uh-huh. Okay. Beautiful. There go the dogs going crazy again. Who let the dogs out? Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Oh, you know what I wanted to share? Guys, listen. MasterCard. Let's see. The master of disaster. Here we go. Okay. Let's see if we bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay, let me get rid of the crosshair. Let me grab a pencil. And here we go. So you'll notice I've got a couple of lines drawn in here. This red line and 2 green lines, right? This blue line right here, this Fibonacci line is the 0 line of our fib. And what we're looking for is what's called a 0 line breakout trade. A 0 line breakout trade. Let me get back to a bigger picture. I need to clear it first. That's why. All right. So let's do it from here. The top, the bottom, all kinds of movement. We got a quick little head fake. Good, strong breakout retest. Boom, chaga, laga, laga. Excellent, excellent, excellent entry. We had another move up, close down, in here, retest, boom. Okay. So let's look at what's going on with this type of setup. Actually, we have one that's open right now, which is ABBV. No, it's not ABBV. Who is it? Oh, yeah, no, it is ABBV. My bad. So if we look at the entire fib, here's our 0 line. We got the break to the upside of the 0. right? And what happened there? So that trade on the 6th, right on this date, on the 6th, we took the entry. Why? We got the move up. We closed right here. We retested and we bounced. There was the entry right about 110 or so. Our first target is 112. Our second target is 116. And our first and initial stop is at 108. Now you can watch more of how this setup works on, well, we did a video on it. I asked my team to get it put in here. Here we go. How to trade the zero. So WBHQ-TV, the orange box in the upper right-hand corner of the site. It's on every page, right? Right there. That is the video that will take you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Roy here. Welcome.
9.5 minutes. 9.5 minutes is the video, right? And it will show you how to trade this exact setup. Now, I try to do two a week. It seems I've been getting 1 a week, just not having the time every day to go looking for them, or the days I try to look for them anyway. But this is our results, folks. So since May 20th, 31 minus 2, 29 trades, 29, we called out 29 trades, meaning 29 videos that I shot in advance, put out there to the subscribers and anybody that finds it on YouTube, put it out there. We've got 2 open trades right now, which are Amgen and ABBV. We're in ABBV, but we haven't taken an exit yet. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades go against us. We had 4 trades that never came to fruition, so no trade taken at all. And what do we got? I mean, what is it? Look at it. Look at these numbers here. $13,998.75 to the upside on these trades. Right? On these 29 trades, and 4 of them were not trades. So it was 25 trades. 5 of them went against us, which means 20 of them went in our direction, which means 20 versus 5, we're at an 80% win rate on this, and we're up 14 grand over the last couple of months on this trade. Right? You need to check this trade out. If you haven't spent the time on it, you need to check this trade out to learn more about it. And in Charting Your Way to Success, you should grab that series before it goes to full price. Charting Your Way to Success, we spent more time on it than I've ever spent anywhere going over those trade setups. Yeah, Trader Will said it was ABBV that I was looking for. Buy the Charting Success video also for the last few hours of the New York class. Yeah, it was great. Is there a link to subscribe to YouTube? Well, not a subscribe per se, Brenda, but if you go to the bottom of our pages, you see the YouTube link there. You click on it to follow the YouTube, and it will take you right there. And then once you're in, I don't know if I'm logged in or not here. All right, so once you're there, you can go ahead and subscribe. I'm already a subscriber, right? So, but there'll be a subscribe button over here somewhere. It's my channel, so it's not even like I'm a subscriber. It's mine. I'm not unsubscribing from my own channel. All right, you got all the videos from Brandon, from Tony. My guys are nuts the way they do some of these videos, the covers, right? But that's the way you're going to get to it, Brenda, is from there, right? I just go all the time to the website, to YouTube, and I just search WBHQ and grab it from there. You're welcome, Brenda. And Amy did drop in a link to the Charting Your Way to Success if you guys have an interest in that. All right, what symbols do you want to look at? What stocks do you want me to take a look at, folks? Talk to me before my contractors come back and grab me yet again. All right, let me take those down. Square, SQ, is the first one. Oh, well, you guys are typing those in. I wanted to check. I haven't looked yet today. I forgot what day we're at. Ooh, all right, we're getting close, guys. Later this week, I will be looking at iron condors for the next month. We got 66 days left. So we get to 61, 62 days, Thursday, Friday. I'll be looking to sell my next iron condor. They've done great. We have not, knock wood, we have not had one trade go against us this entire year. We do it every month. Every month. We've got some of our students, I think Daniel or Robert, one of them, are doing it every 2 weeks, right? So smoking on that strategy. All right. So as an FYI, we're going to be doing a free training on covered calls. It's pure content of what we're going to do there. It was really meant to be for members, and we're going to invite everybody to it. We got 1,000 seats available in our room. If we fill them up, we fill them up. That's just going to be bottom line for it. But one of the things that I talked about with my team is we're going to start adding to Covered Call Explorer iron condors on the ride. So we're going to start talking about that every month. So definitely something to be looking forward to. All right, so let me go back in there. Trader Will was asking for Square SQ. Square was bearish below 237, aggressive. Where did we open up? We opened at 238.49. Our low was 236.53. Yep, we're in, Will. We are. So this is a trade we just added to aggressive. So we only do 4 contracts. We add this to our repertoire, to our open trades, which we didn't have any left over after last week. But this now becomes an open trade for us in power option plays. And we've got our targets, right? 1, 2. The next 2 lines are our next 2 targets, 231 and 224. And, you know, I say our targets, that's the support level. Your target's going to be above that. We've got an indicator that we've built in Omega charts to help us identify where we're setting the actual targets based on, and stops based on what we do, right? So I actually use 2 different drawing tools, one for stops, one for targets, and it works extremely well. But yes, we are definitely in there. So those are our 2 downside targets. Well, we're going to look at that 240, probably, what do we got here? $3-4 above that. So 243.44 is where our stop is going to be there. Yep. So absolutely. QQQ, Brenda's asking for. So right now we are in a bearish neutral bias. Oh, okay. So I'm really hoping to see, guys, I'm long Qs above 366 half, 367, somewhere around there. I will be looking to go long Qs. I already am long on Qs, and I mean on the actual equity itself. I own the equity on Qs, Berkshire, SPY. These are my mutual fund replacements. I don't do mutual funds. And I'm looking for that close back above that 366 to add back to my position again. I did not pick any up after this gap when we ran. I did not pick any up on SPY. I didn't pick any up on Qs, none of them. Berkshire I haven't added to in a while, and I don't plan on right now. Warren does a great job, but the regular market just seems to be performing better for me. So I'm okay there. So when we look at Qs, Brenda, we're in that bearish neutral bias. In an ideal world, for a quick trade, we get down below that 359, 360 level. But if we close where we are, we could easily take a bullish trade if the market were up tomorrow, up to that 365.5 as resistance. So I do like that that resistance level in there. Let's get that one off of there. All right, I hope that helps. Daniel's asking for SPY. Woo. We're neutral bias. Just very ugly. Very ugly. Upside is 441, downside is 435. I don't like anything about it. But SPY is it is probably my largest holding of a position. Not probably, it is. I have it, my wife has it, my kids have it. It without a doubt is as a family, our foundation's largest holding that we have out there. right? And for me personally, it is my largest holding as well. In my retirement account and so forth. So once we get a close above our 21, and the 21 is the highest moving average, I'll start to scale in. Once the 8 becomes the highest moving average, I'll scale in more, or what I'm looking for there. But upside 441, downside 436, which is the 8, and then 435, which is the fib line. Okay. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything on the questions. Chuma is asking for Apple. Thank you for asking for that one, Chuma. I don't look at it very often any longer because it's not on our power option plays any longer. It's on our Pop 5K, but it's not on Pop. So I don't see it as often as I used to. Same scenario. Look where it's at. It's in between all the moving averages. It's in a bearish neutral bias right now. You know, ugly. You know, a 3-syllable word, ugly, right? I'm not a fan of it, but if it does break to the downside and gets down below that 8 moving average, then we've got that 140-ish level as our next support. Now, I do own a long position, a leap, so I would like to see it continue up, but I'm not getting the vibe yet about that. Today's a nice move, but here, look. Look at the last 3 days. Today and the previous 2 days, Thursday and Friday. Great gap up on Thursday, just like everything else. Friday, a give back, just like everything else. They made the whole month on that kind of move. And today we pushed up higher and we pulled back. So the bulls are in control. But if they can't sustain this move today, it's a problem. Earnings coming up for Apple. Are they confirmed? I don't have it on here. I got the earnings here. But you still need to go confirm them. Never trust anywhere. Don't trust your brokerage site. Go to a place that confirms earnings, like an earnings whisper or something like that, which is what I use. Yeah, to try to get bullish on this, I need the 21 to get above the 55. I need my position to move up, retest and bounce. Bear, it's real easy. Get me down below the 8, and there's our next target down at the next fib line, which is 140-ish. All right. Hope that helps, Chuma. Big airplane. You got it, Henry. All right. Earnings are before to the left side of my blue bar, which says it's too close for a swing trade. Nice move up today, but we really didn't get back into the zone of the moving average, which was down here. So, I mean, I like it bullish, but I need something to bounce off of, and I don't have it right now. So 234 is my target. Get me back to the 8 and a bounce, and there's a potential for it. But I would be cautious unless it's a news-driven trade on big airplane. Hope it helps, Henry. Run. R-U-N, Kevin's asking for. Run, Forrest, run. So, you know, I did a video last week on 3 positions of the chair, right? First position of the chair, you're sitting back here. Oh, that sun feels good. Sitting back here, can't really reach the keyboard, just looking at what's going on. When I look at a big picture of this, I see bear. I mean, just from that highest high to the left side of the chart, we were at $85, and now we're at $45, you know, almost half, you know, given back. That's a problem. So nothing exciting about this yet to take anything to the upside. But if we get underneath the 8, I am all about, do we find another downside setup in there? The only thing is I don't know how much room we're going to have. That right there will be our support. Boom, boom. That's our support. Those areas there. Or that area there. So right about $40, just above. 40. All right, so a little caution with this one, but bearish is the direction I'd look to play it in. Monica's asking for COP. Kaneko. Rock, 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 baby. You can't go wrong with energy right now, right? They're taking off. I mean, those stocks are doing fantastico. right? Energy stocks. Not surprising with energy going up as much as it is. And listen, these big companies, Conoco, Exxon, they're smart business people. They are. They know that if prices are being forced up, we can kind of increase the number a little bit more to help us make up for maybe what we lost through COVID. And prices are unnaturally inflating also, not just inflation causing it, but unnaturally seeing prices rise. You know, the restaurant that we went to, again, local to us, on Saturday with our family, great food, but they give a ton. You walk in, would you like a complimentary glass of wine? They bring breads and garlic knots and pizza. Of course, it was an Italian restaurant, right? Pizza that they bring out. They bring svingi, which is zeppoli, right? At the end. And it's supposed to be a glass all night long. Oh, would you like some more wine? They're just pouring our wine all night long, right? And my wife is saying, I don't understand how they can afford that. Well, their chicken cutlet went from $16 to $22. They can afford it. They raised it by $6. They ain't paying that much more for a thing of chicken, right? Now I know that cost went up, but you get the idea. There's some increases in there that are, well, we've been needing an increase, and now we got a way of putting it in there. But hey, everybody's got all this extra cash, so it's not a big deal. We can all afford all of this today. Mark my words. Watch. So we've got a fib drawn in here, Monica. So if I can get a bounce off that 74.39 level, F11, we need the scrunch key. 8, we need a fib it in here. So let's go here. Let's do this, Monica. Let me pull this out to the right. If I can get a retest of the 74.5, 78.5 as resistance. Call it a B trade. And then Netflix was the other one. I'm loving me some Netflix lately. Nope, F2 is too small. Let's unscrunch. So we've been down to the 630.34 level. We didn't quite get there today. What was our low? 631.38. So about $1 above we came down to. So we're in the area. But we came down, we got a little bit of a bounce. I'm loving just the moves that Netflix has made have been fairly consistent, right? If I can get a clear and concise entry, right? Get a move up in here, a retest and a bounce. There it is, right? If I got, here, no, that was a breakout, not a breakout trader, right? Opened up a little bit lower, right? Here we got a close down, we open up, we get a great move up, great trade, great exit on that one and so forth, right? So right now, 630.34 is the downside, 645.08 is our upside on Netflix. So we'll say, can I explain the COP fib? Sure. Let me go back and look. So I've got my fib drawn. My pen here to here. And all of this has been nothing but noise. And then we explode. We violate on the close the negative 618, which says start looking for a place to redraw. I don't have it yet. So I'm not ready to draw until we can get some kind of pullback. And then I will look at redrawing that fib. I'm just not there today. Hope that was what you're looking for. Well, if not, let me know. Monica, I hope that helped on COP and Netflix. SPWR, Wendy's asking for. Wendy, my first reaction when I see this is I want to hit the down arrow and go to another company. Ooh, let's just move, right? And I just don't like overall the way that this looks. There's nothing exciting about it to me at all. I do like that it popped for whatever the reason was today. I like that it popped from a place of strength with where it closed yesterday with moving averages. It doesn't look like it's earnings. Oh, SunPower. Okay. So back to energy again. No, is it SunPower? Yeah, semis. Nope, my bad. It's a tough trade for me. I do have here, let's go back and see what we've got anywhere for fibs to draw. I do, but it's older. So I need the retest of the 8 again to take the entry, which is at 25 up to 28. If not, we need to move above the 28, a bounce, and an entry there. All right, hope that helps, Wendy. Let's see. Patrick's asking for Google. And you didn't specify which one, Patrick. You just said Google, so I trade the L. So for me, here, and I know Brandon uses zones, and they're awesome, right? But my style looks at the confluences of fib lines and moving averages. So I've got a confluence right now of that fib line. I've got a confluence of the green line, which is the 21 EMA, and I got a confluence of the 8 line, the pink line, which is the 8 EMA. Right? All of these in one place, we're a little high. If I can get a retest of that 27, looks like 66, I'll see it better with my glasses on. If I can get a retest of 27.66, then absolutely there's a bullish entry. What did we do on Google? Google was listed as an earnings candidate, so it would be a day trade no matter what, is what we'd be looking for there. You're welcome, Monica. See. All right, Patrick, I hope that helps. So, Alan, we've got a couple of different things happening on ion condors. In Covered Call Explorer, we're going to have something where I just talk about on the rut. And then we've got something else that's coming out where we're going to talk about some SPX condors. So neither one of them are released yet. Sean, did we come up with a date today for the covered calls on covered class? Let me know. If I do get it back before we finish up here, I will let you guys know that, Alan. Apple earnings October 28th in the AM. Thank you, Helen. I appreciate that. Let's see. I was just lazy, Sean. I didn't want to go to my book. I don't want you to see how bad I write. It's around November. Oh, we're going to do a Saturday class. November 13th. And we might do one during the week also. We're doing one on Saturday, the 13th at noon. So mark your calendars, guys. All right. Thanks, Sean. All right. Jen is asking for CRUS. We need a bigger picture. Okay. All right, so there's the fib. We've got a bit of a fib channel going on right now between 80 and 85. Yeah, let's see. We're in a bearish bias right now. 73 to 80 is 7 points. I need a fib in there. So I need a negative 136 and a 118 to be added. All right, so I like where it is. If we can get a retest, if we can close down a little bit, retest the 80.37 and fail tomorrow, 77 is our first target, 73.5 is our second target. Very nice. I like it. Hope that helps, Jen. Mike is asking for NVIDIA. Yeah, we're pinned, Mike, between those moving averages right now. If we can get above the 21, I am good. But that average is so high, it negates me from really wanting to take very much of a trade. I mean, I'd be getting in at 213 maybe, or 14. And I've got 216.5 is my exit. No, not 16.5, maybe 17.5. Yeah, maybe 217.5, right? 217.5 would be our exit for it, right? But it's how the moving averages are setting up don't really give me a lot of warm and fuzzies right now, Mike. So I hope that makes sense. Sorry, Kevin, when what? Yeah, usually they are aftermarket, Helen. Yeah. Alan got his answer in 30 seconds from the toss guys. There you go. Okay, so you got it from Sean. Good. All right. Yeah, so there's a couple different classes coming up on Saturdays. One of them is called Key to Be Free. Another one is called Covered Calls Uncovered. And it's not just covered calls. It's covered calls, naked puts, diagonals, and we're going to touch on the iron condors in there. All right. In that class. So I've got a ton of information to shove into that 1 hour. Let's see if I can hold to that 1 hour training. SPLK. Mike's asking for. This was a zero line breakout trade, right? But let's get a bigger picture. What happened? SPLK. All right, we got stopped at the second half of the exit. We made 187.5 on the first target. We gave back 150 on the second target. So we made 37.50 on the trade. All right. So I can go ahead and delete those lines. So Mike, I like the confluence of the 8 and the 21. It's probably a little bit further away from the fib line than I like, but if it is, it's right on the cusp. It's right there. So if we can get a pullback to that level and a bounce, we're looking at 151 as resistance. Just making sure I didn't miss anything there. Yeah, it's just the best thing always, guys, when you hear me start talking about stuff, if it's posted, it's in our members area and it will be on our calendar. Come on. Mike came back. So, yeah, that makes sense. Was thinking that it might be the case. Thank you, Rob. You're welcome there, Mike. By the way, I don't know if you guys realize that you need to look at these, right? Here's the win rate for the E-mini think tank for last month. We got it here for Pop. And there's Trade Watch alerts. So you definitely want to check this thing out. We're going to update these regular. Every month, we're going to make these changes to them. But you'll see when there's something on the calendar. So this is October. Let's go. I don't know if we've got November on there yet. We just literally talked about today. We don't. So they're not up there just yet. But the 13th and the 20th are going to be Saturday classes. Just they're both at noon Eastern. So you can plan on those to help make your life, plan your life a little bit for that. Yeah, good idea. Sean, Will said to make the win rate green for Pop instead of red, I guess. Good catch. Good thoughts. All right. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I hope it was a good training. Did you get some good stuff from it? Did you pick some things up? Let me know down in the comments. If you're on YouTube, folks, ring the bell, give us some likes, right? Thumbs up for us, right? Always make sure that you're commenting on the videos. It's a big help for the YouTube algorithm. It helps us tremendously. We appreciate it. So cool. Cool. All right. Thank you, everybody, for that. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care. I will leave the room open. Amy's going to drop in some of the links again, particularly to get yourself signed up for Dale's autopilot, right? Portfolio protection on autopilot. Go ahead and get yourself registered for that. And I will see all of you at our next update. Bye for now.